What is the best loophole you have ever heard of? I used to work in a call center doing tech support for a dial-up ISP. The 10-hour plan was $9.99 and then there were various tiers including an unlimited plan for $50 or something like that. I ended up moving to a different city and called up the call center to set up internet and I asked for the 10-hour plan. The guy, who didn't know I used to work there, tried to talk me into a bigger plan. But I stuck with the 10-hour plan. Why? Because the company had no system for monitoring usage. You could use as much data as you wanted, and it was all the same to them. There was no tracking system in place. Company cafeteria had an option to order a half burrito. However, the cost of 2 half burritos was less than the cost of 1 full burrito. On top of that, the chef would make a half burrito by cutting a new tortilla in half and generally gave a healthier portion than just a half. Thus, ordering 2 half burritos was equivalent to about 1.5 full burritos and cost less than a full burrito. Seriously, please like and subscribe and comment something nice for your favorite Reddit slave. In West Virginia there was a law that waived taxes for automobile title transfers between parents and children. A friend wanted to buy a car from his uncle. So the uncle sold the car to his father, who then sold it to his other son who sold it to his own son. My friend. 3 transactions. 0 taxes. When the U.S. government issued the Sacagawea dollar coin, they wanted to get them into circulation as quickly as possible, so they'd catch on. Narrator, they didn't. So they had a thing where you could order them and have them shipped to you for free. People realized you could pay for the coins using one of those credit cards that gives you frequent flyer miles as a reward. So you order $1,000 of coins, put it on the card, get the coins, deposit them into your bank, pay off the credit card. You've just gotten 100% free frequent flyer miles. A man in China purchased a first-class plane ticket and used it to eat a year's worth of free meals at the VIP lounge at Xi'an International Airport. The frequent diner purchased a first-class, fully refundable ticket aboard Eastern China Airline. He used the ticket to gain access to the airport's VIP lounge, where hireling travelers dine for free. According to a report last week in the Chinese language newspaper Quang Yat Po in Malaysia, the man rebooked his first-class ticket over and over again and kept the gravy train rolling. Eastern China Airlines officials only recently figured out the manner's scheme after noticing his single ticket being rebooked 300 times over 1 year. According to the newspaper report, airline officials admitted there was nothing they could do to stop the frequent diner. A spokeswoman for the carrier called the manner's free meal scheme act. Still, Eastern China Airlines officials confronted him, and the human meal ticket stopped chowing down. The freeloader ended up cashing in his fully refundable ticket and getting back all his money. https://www.nipost.com/2014/01/29/ Manassas First Class Planet for 4A/ For appointments that cost money to cancel with less than 24 hours notice, they often are free to reschedule within that window. So you reschedule it to a week later, then cancel it a day or 2 later. Apparently you have 24 hours to claim an illegally parked car, depending on the location. In my city, so some pros will take a ticket on game days and actually save money on parking for football and baseball. New York State had a glitch in their motor vehicle system for a while. If you got a moving violation, you would plead guilty and overpay it by $5. They would send you back a check for $5, but you don't cash it. They would not apply points to your license until the case was fully adjudicated. If you waited until a year passed and then cashed it, those points would roll off. So you would never actually have any points showing on your license. I still use the loophole of jumping on a shuttle bus out of Lax to a parking garage / or hotel. Yes, and then calling an Uber / Lyft from there to avoid the airport prices. Brings the ride home down to $10 from $40. I'm the lucky beneficiary of a loophole. Back in the 1960s, a school district in my hometown was broken up and absorbed into the surrounding districts. Fast forward to 2003, I'm applying to colleges. I discovered that there was a scholarship fund for people living in that old district's area, like me. The district is gone, but the scholarship still exists. I applied and got the scholarship. I don't think there were any other applicants. Was at a bar. They ran a $2 shot special for any of the house stuff. I like vodka tonics though. However, those are $6. Me, having taken algebra right twice, knew $2 is less than $6. I ask the bartender how much she'll charge me for tonic water. She replies, nothing. I proceed to order a $2 shot of vodka and a free glass of tonic water. In Ireland, a Romanian man got caught drink driving. Got thrown out of court because he was never given a copy of his charge in Irish. In Sydney, Australia, we have the Opal card system for public transport. You load up the card with monies and tap it when you get on and off public transport. Now these days, per week you get a discount on all your trips after your 8th. Well, that was brought in after people exploited the previous rule. After 8 trips, all trips were free, so people would ride the buses to and from stops, tapping away, leaving enough time between each tap for it to register as an individual trip, and after a few hours of venturing the city and tapping, they then had the rest of their weekly travel for free. The news did a piece of everyone doing it, and soon after the new rule came in the Mayo. A kid from my high school was about 30 seconds late to class and the teacher refused to mark him a represento and made him go sign in as a relator at the office. In protest, he went and ate a sit-down breakfast and showed back up with about 5 minutes left of class with his late slip. Teacher threw a fit that he skipped class, but since he never signed in, he did not face any consequences. A good shot, but not eventually a real loophole, was the drink Pepsi, get a Harrier jet, https://www.snooze.com/news/1996 man suspects for not giving him a Harrier jet guy. In 1996, Pepsi ran a promotion where you could collect points by buying Pepsi products. The more points you got, the more stuff you could get, such as shirts, free Pepsi, sunglasses, etc. They also had a commercial where they advertised a Harrier jet for 7 million points. One guy read the rules of the promotion and found that you could buy points for $0.10. That means to get 7 million points you'd have to pay $700. 000. The going cost for a Harrier at the time was about $20 million or so. So, one guy raised the money, bought the points, and demanded the jet. When Pepsi refused, he sued them. He lost, but it was a good try. Not very impressive, but at my high school we had to wear a button down and a tie to class every day. One of the kids realized that they never specified what kind of button down it had to be, so he wore a Hawaiian shirt to class with a tie. Technically it met the dress code, so it stuck. Pretty soon most of the school started wearing Hawaiian shirts with ties to class. We looked like a bunch of ridiculous Jimmy Buffett Goes Mormon types, but it was worth it to spite the system. They changed the rule to ban Hawaiian shirts a week later. My microwave stopped turning on, so I went to Best Buy to get a new one. I tried the old one in another outlet and it came back to life, so I reinstalled it, returned new microwave to Best Buy, went back home to see that the old microwave had now died again once more, for good, and then just drove right back to Best Buy where I bought the brand new microwave I just returned as an Adariapan Boxy Thermo for half price. Probably a fluke, but it was a rare instance of AskReddit's oyster model working in my favor. Edit, L did this on accident, not as a scam. Just for clarification. Not that I complained. We used to run a ticket scam operation at the local Chuck E. Cheese. We started small time. We used to cheat at the games like skee ball while traffic was low and it was off times. After a few times of pulling that heist, we decided to cool it because we thought it might be suspicious that when I'd earned a mega bonus ticket payout regularly. We did similar things with other games but nothing paid out like skee ball. Fatter as when my buddy found out the big one. I am not sure if it is like this now. Back then they used to weigh the tickets at the front in a bowl on a scale, but then they replaced them with these new machines. These machines you would feed tickets into. It would count the tickets and then present you with a slip listing how many tickets it was worth that I could redeem. Turns out if you were delicate and had enough finesse, you could pull the strip of tickets out and then feed them back in. It would count the tickets over and over again, even though they had unique serial numbers. Boom. Infinite tickets. The ticket counters were in the corner replaced by the front, near the registers, but a few were kind of hidden away from plain sight. We would have 2 people stand guard while my buddy worked his magic. If staff came by, Wen would signal him and he would feed the tickets in like normal. Instead of having a bunch of really large tickets, Wen would make the moderately sized ones mixed with some big ones and spread them out a bit. I think they had dates printed on them. We got it all. The glowing disco ball, the special edition Barbie for my friend's girl, candy, spray foam, the sticky hands. We never got the crazy big items like the bike because we thought it would be too suspicious. I think we could even redeem them for pizza, which we would do when we were hungry. We never got found out, but we eventually cooled it because it was only a matter of time. It was like Osinsa's 11, but instead it was like Shakira's 4. More of a straight up hustle than a loophole. Good memories.